Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are driving through Halfway Tree and we are going to talk to you about the JUTC to use emergency procurement to repair buses for hill routes. So apparently there are special buses that the JUTC brings in to go up the hills, to ply the hill routes. And these buses need parts. They are parked and they need parts. So the government is going to use emergency procurement procedures to get the parts to fix these buses. So these are special buses that were brought in to Jamaica for this specific task. So we're going to go through an article that gives you more information on what's going on with that. But the government, the JUTC needs buses. They don't have enough buses to efficiently service the Kingston metropolitan area. They don't have enough buses to keep up with the expansion that's going on in Jamaica. They are ordering 300 new buses, but it's going to take time for them to get here. So 100 out of the 300 new buses will come this year by summer. They haven't given a deadline or a timeline for the other 200 buses. So the buses that they have here, especially these specialized buses, they are trying to get them up and running because I think the last figure was they need 400 buses to operate within the Kingston area, the Portmore area, and the Spanish Town area. And they only have 200 buses to ply those routes. And that doesn't include the expansion that's going on in Jamaica. You have highways going to Yalos, Portland. You have highways going to Williamsfield. I mean, we should have JUTC buses going to Ocho Rios, Draxall, Runaway Bay, Discovery Bay every day. But we'll talk about that in another video. So we are going to give you the latest update on what the JUTC and the government is doing to try to get these specialized buses, the buses that were brought in specifically to work on the hill routes. We're going to give you the update on what's going on with that. Minister of Science, Energy, Telecommunications and Transport, Honorable Darrell Vaz, has given approval for the Jamaica Urban Transit Company, JUTC, to use the emergency procurement process to rehabilitate buses that are to be dispatched on the entity's hill routes. These are buses within the company's fleet that were specially ordered to operate in the hilly areas and are currently out of service while awaiting spare parts. Minister Vaz, who made a disclosure following a tour of the Halfway Tree Transport Center, explained that the refurbished units will boost the fleet of specialized buses that are used to ply routes that take passengers into the hilly areas of rural St. Andrew. These include routes 52, downtown to Temple Hall, 53, Halfway Tree to Above Rocks, 53A Express, downtown Kingston to Above Rocks, and 54, Halfway Tree to Bordeaux. The measure is intended to be a short-term solution to ease the long wait times by commuters for buses, particularly during peak hours. Mr. Vaz, who traveled on a number 53 bus and interacted with the passengers hearing their concerns, explained that while the JUTC officials can redirect buses to alleviate lengthy wait times, this is not an option for the hill routes, as the regular buses are not suitable for those areas. The minister assured the passengers that efforts are far advanced on a long-term solution, which is the acquisition of the first 100 of a projected 300 buses into the island between June and September. He explained that while his ideal timeline is June, it could be pushed back to September based on procurement requirements. I am trying, however, to get all the cooperation that I can from all the procurement entities, he said. Alright, so that is the latest on getting these specialized buses up and running. Alright guys, thanks for taking a tour with us today. Now, I'm just curious if anybody knows, but what makes these buses so much different from the regular buses? Yes, they brought them in especially to work on these hill routes. But what's different about the configuration of these buses? Why they are more ideal for the hill routes? Because people drive their cars up a hill. Well, I guess the buses do it every day. But I'm just curious, and if anybody knows, you can leave a comment in the section below. What is different in the configuration or the setup of these buses that make them more suitable for the hill routes? Alright guys, thanks for taking a tour with us today. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Have a good day.